So Caitlyn Clark is injured today. And today we're going to be talking about the Indiana Fever schedule and how the Fever are going to survive without Caitlyn Clark. And it is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. If you guys agree, subscribe. We are trying to hit 47.7K by the end of the day. And I was like, oh, we're trying to hit 48K by the next Fever game. And I mean, I'm going to still go live for the Fever games, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a really, really tough one to see what ends up happening here. It really is. So yeah, you've got Caitlyn Clark out injured for 2 weeks. Wow, like I'm still trying to like get my head around it all. Because I literally had a video ready up, and it was like, oh, players like play like superstars against the Fever, and they play it like it's Game 7 of the finals. And you've got, by the way, am I right in saying this game is in Atlanta? So you have got, in fairness, the Indiana Fever she's probably going to be out for the most favorable set of games for them. They're playing the Mystics, who have rearranged their arena to watch Caitlyn Clark. You've played, like, she's playing against the Sun, who are bad. Like, she's not playing against the Sun, the Mystics, and the Sky. Like, if the Indiana Fever don't come out 2-2 from that, even with Caitlyn Clark, I'm like, it's over. It's over. Like, if they don't come out 2-2, if they don't at least beat the Sun and the Sky, and one win against the Mystics, like, the Fever could realistically, they could come out 3-1 from that spell. They could come out 3-1, and I would not be surprised. And then it's 50-50 whether or not she's back for the Atlanta Dream game. My guess would be no. My assumption would be that she is not going to be back for the Atlanta Dream game. And I think that that's fair. That's fair. And then I don't think she's going to come back for the first game against New York Liberty. I don't think that's the game she's going to come back for. I think she's going to chill and then play against the Connecticut Sun, where she can go and be back to herself. And the team doesn't need to win these games. Like, if the team, I think depending on how quick she comes back depends on how they get on. But this is why the Fever signed who they did in the offseason. Do the Fever have the... Can they go and sign Serena Sundell on a hardship? Can they sign Sundell on a hardship? Because that's a legitimate question. Because there is no way in hell this team can survive with Sydney Colson as their backup point guard. Like the team's actually going to have to maybe start Sid Colson. They might have to actually start Sid Colson. Or not even start Sid Colson, like play Sid Colson in the rotation. Again, this is why you sign a real point guard and not vibes. Like, she has to play 38 minutes. Like, this is why you sign an actual backup and not vibes. And not play for vibes. It's crazy. But you're going to have to see a lot of point guard minutes out of Sophie Cunningham. And she's going to fill in and have to play the point guard position. She's going to play an awful lot at the one. And Dewana Bonner is going to have to become a 15-point or not even 15, 12 to 15 point per game scorer again. Like, Dewana Bonner has never had a season in single digits. She's averaging 2.5 points per game. Defensively, rebounding-wise, she's been great. Dewana Bonner is going to have to be Dewana Bonner again. She's going to have to be Dewana Bonner again because she just has to be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Dewana Bonner has to be Dewana Bonner if this team wants to win games. Aaliyah, they're going to have to figure out a way to play without Caitlyn. And look, I don't think this is going to be one of those situations where you never want to see a player get injured, especially with a muscle strain, because you just never know what's happening with a muscle strain. You can never be too cautious, but you can never also say when it comes to a muscle strain, like, oh, it's nothing. Like, it's not like it can be something that lingers for the season. But if you're losing your entire creation, you're losing your entire offense, And the problem is that without Caitlyn on the floor, you're going to see more Kelsey Mitchell ISOs. You're going to see more dumb plays from this Fever team. You're going to be seeing less actual point guard play because you're going to be seeing Sophie Cunningham off the floor. And like I think you have to start. You have to bring Duana Bonner back into the starting lineup, and you have to bench Lexi Hull. Like the craziest thing about this is that you probably have to now bench Lexi Hull, who's been one of your best players all year. But like, you're gonna have to start Kelsey Mitchell. Sophie Cunningham has to start at the 1. Sophie Cunningham has to start at the 1. She's at least a competent backup point guard. She's competent. She is a competent basketball player. Like, that is not a knock on Sid Colson. She's there for vibes. Like, it is what it is. She is there for vibes. But like, you can't take Caitlyn Clark off the floor. She was already carrying a bit of an injury. And like, that is partially on the front office. It is partially on Caitlyn Clark for okaying it, but it's partially on the front office. They don't even have Erica Wheeler anymore. Like, we saw at least Erica Wheeler look better without Caitlyn. But like, we at least had Erica Wheeler last year. So this team is not equipped in any way for a Caitlyn Clark injury. And it's been said, just like, to be fair, the only teams that are equipped for their best players getting injured are the Lynx and the Liberty, who are just so far ahead. Like, the Liberty can beat anyone with Stewie down. The Liberty can beat anyone with Sab down. The Lynx or the Fever, I still think the Fever are better equipped maybe than last year for a Caitlyn Clark injury. But like, Sophie Cunningham is going to have to play like an all-star. Because they're playing against the Mystics, who are a tough team. Especially with how Kiki Iriafen is playing right now. We're going to have to watch Kiki Iriafen potentially coming up against Natasha Howard. And Kiki's likely to get the better of her. The thing is, Aaliyah Boston can cook. I don't know who on the team is going to guard Brittany Sykes, but Brittany Sykes just goes meep meep and just runs to the basket and is on the free throw line every possession. This is where we get to see what this Fever team's made of. This is where we get to see if Colson can play. This is where we get to see what Sophie Cunningham is made of. This is what we get to see if what these players in general are made of. And it is unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate that Caitlyn Clark has had to go and get hurt. But at the end of the day, it is like, the team's got to step up, and we got to see Duana Bonner step up. We've got to see all these players, because they have it in them. They have it in them. To act like Sophie Cunningham wasn't a starting 5 player on a finals team. To act like Lexi Hull hasn't been balling this season. To act like Demir Stantis can't play better than this. To act like Duana Bonner is not an all-star. This is a team that's got to step up now, and it's going to be extremely important for the Indiana Fever these 4 games. Because if the Fever can start firing all cylinders without Caitlyn Clark, when Caitlyn Clark comes back, they're going to be freaking unguardable. So anyway, I'll see you guys.